Hello everybody, welcome yet again to Those Who Catch World Cup 2023 stream here. This is the big one this weekend. This is the winners bracket match, the finals, United States versus South Korea. I'm Ash Ketchum and I'm here by Quijibo. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Very hyped in anticipation for this match. The final match of the weekend and the only winners bracket match of this week. And the two powerhouse teams, rank 1 and 2, and possibly, on a different level from a lot of the teams in this tournament, are going to face off finally.
Oh yeah, the two giants, you could say. The teams that were predicted to get first and second from the start. This is a huge match. Obviously, no matter what happens in this game, both teams will be going on to the grand finals, but the one that loses will be going to the losers bracket, going up against Italy, as they won against the Philippines earlier today, securing themselves a podium position. However, the team that wins this match actually has quite of an advantage, because the team that faces them in the winners bracket grand finals has to do a bracket reset, meaning they have to win twice in order to win the World Cup, whereas the team that wins here only has to win once. So there's high stakes still.
Oh, most definitely. And Italy doesn't seem like it'll be an easy opponent if they play next week's map pool the way they played this one. Putting themselves on another level compared to the other three teams, I would say, in the finals week, as they just 7-1 in both of their matches. Very impressive performances. And yeah, this map pool is quite a bit harder for a finals map pool compared to prior years. So far, excluding the show match, there has only been one FC in all three matches on any map, and that was Roido on Mixmod 2.
On Hidden, yeah. That was an insane play. I was casting that game. It was crazy. Me and Sekiro were just there like, what? How did you do that? But we do have the bans already. Looks like United States banned Hidden 1 and South Korea banned DT3, and their first pick now being Hidden 3 from Korea.
Yeah, not a surprising pick from Korea. I'd definitely say they are favoured on Hidden a little bit, but you do have strong players from the US, like you've got Rossald and Trent, and Sakuri's been doing pretty well on a lot of the earlier pool Hidden stuff. Thing about this one is, even though it's 9.3, the density is actually quite high, so yeah, seeing the match earlier today and seeing like some of those performances were kind of surprising.
Yeah, this is a yeah. I mean, this map definitely tests your mechanical skills and sort of technical skills. It's not really much of a hidden test on its own, but adding Hidden onto a map like this just makes it that much harder. This is a really challenging map, and like you said, the pool this time around is really challenging just overall.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if US uses Colin and the Creeper over Russell, Trent, and Lexi.
Yeah, interesting to see Colin here, I have to say. Did not expect to see him on Hidden 3 here.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Colin play Hidden, even once.
I think one time in AXS I forced him to play Hidden on my own team, but he did not appreciate that, so it's funny seeing him here, stepping in. Looks like on South Korea we have the expected 3 Draystar, Yes My Darkness, and OYG, previously known as QWHJ.
It looks like they might be having momentary issue with getting Lexi on the server. Apparently he's in there, but I don't think USA is 100% sure.
So is it going to be Colin, the Creeper, and Lexi? Is that really going to be the lineup? If so, that is one of the most interesting lineups I have seen in this tournament so far. That is unexpected, to say the least.
Yeah.
Colin. Yeah.
I mean, hold on, let me double check, make sure all of USA is actually here.
It's really interesting to see Colin here. I guess, I mean, this is still sort of like a technical, mechanical map, and I mean, you need to be fast, you need to have a high skill ceiling to be able to play it in the first place. Perhaps Colin has been practicing it with Hidden, and I mean, I know that he's capable of playing this speed and this type of difficulty on the map. We'll have to see if it pays off here on hidden 3.
Yeah, definitely. So we will see. We'll see who does what on this map. And it looks like the only player not actually on the server seems to be Sumi.
So America, United States of America here has their full lineup. Opts to go Colin, Lexi, and the Creeper. We'll see how that strat works for them. The suspense is real on this one. And like I said before, on South Korea we have Yes My Darkness, OYG, and Raystar. The expected lineup, you could say. Colin already finding some act drops at the start here. Not an actual miss though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's hard to tell whether it's a heavy act drop because the start's always, you know, less notes, less accuracy. And OYG, Draystar, and YMD all gonna miss to start with. So Colin missing with them, OYG trading is going to be very early advantage USA, and they are getting off to a pretty quick lead. The Creeper and Lexi both SSing still.
Lexi's gonna find the drop there. The Creeper's gonna hold the SS though. As long as they're trading with South Korea, it's still gonna be USA's elite here. My Darkness has built up quite a combo. The Creeper drops his big combo there, so no big combos on USA anymore. Yes, My Darkness now in the driver's seat for South Korea.
Colin above 200, but SK does have the actual combo advantage right now with the Creeper underneath still. So the gap's going to close a tiny bit. Yeah, YMD building up that combo solidly, and maybe they just needed to get the nerves out early on. And we'll see how consistent the players can remain. Colin missing quite a bit, so is Draystar though, so the trades are going to be very heavy as all of USA missing right now, and YMD and OYG are popping off right now. Oh,
YMD finds the miss there, but OYG is still with that massive combo. Lexi's already built up to 200. Draystar and YMD now in South Korea trailing behind OYG. OYG misses actually, so now there's the Creeper and Colin building up their combos in the USA. Lexi a little bit behind, but this is a chance for the USA here after those misses from South Korea. Draystar and YMD find a double miss there, only Lexi trading. Colin and the Creeper still holding combo.
Yeah, the scorebar isn't really moving. It looked like it was going to move for a second, but SK doing very well right now, and USA does have a bit of combo there. The Creeper doing so well for his team right now, but it is closing fast, and the score gap's just too much. South Korea will take the first point of the match, and it's not a big deal for US, seeing as this is South Korea's pick.
That is true, that is true. It was South Korea's pick after all. USA actually coming pretty close, it has to be said. Colin getting over 800k there, performing better than a lot of people would have thought, I assume. The Creeper and Lexi also decent scores there, but YMD, Draystar, and OYG, that trio on South Korea, able to edge their pick out here.
I believe the Creeper topping the lobby there, so yeah, quite a bit of improvement all around. This, especially on hidden, I'd say. You know, usually you don't see the Creeper play too much hidden, so it's quite a good play out of him.
Indeed. Now it is a United States pick here. Gonna have to go for something that they feel confident on. Can't be affording early break points.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with G-Sun in, perhaps they're going for either a hard rock or double time pick.
Actually, I'm looking at the maps. I'm wondering what the USA can pick here. Against South Korea, seemingly like there's no real like mods or maps that you can be 100% confident on, I imagine. But we'll have to see.
Oh, who knows? Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe they're both just all-round confident, and the more confident player will just take the match. You know, except for the overconfidence.
Can't get too arrogant either, yeah.
The strats.
USA talking about strats in Twitch chat here. Our previous USA roster members, Elux. I do wonder what those strats will be, indeed. Hard Rock 2 is the pick from USA. Hard Rock makes a lot of sense. Coming from USA, although Although does it, now that I think about it, South Korea having players like YMD, OYG.
But will we see Jisun or will we see Rels on this map? Both definitely capable players. Jisun being like one of the all-rounders for South Korea, at least in recent years. You know, being someone who's almost always on the team and plays a lot of this stuff. Very skilled tournament player in general. And Rels, who's incredibly good at speed. So both very much capable of doing this one.
Indeed, it looks like Jisun's gonna be the one of the two, though. And on the United States, we have the Sekri, the Creeper, Lexi core. I believe in the semifinals, when looking at individual statistics, Sekri, the Creeper, and Lexi were all in the top 5 individual players. So the USA core is really strong this year. And we'll have to see if they're able to perform as well on this finals pool. Obviously, a big difficulty spike.
No one electing to take Hidden. I think that's probably a smart move. You know, we do know Lexi mostly as a Hidden player, but he's been playing a lot without Hidden from what I've seen recently. So, yeah, just very skilled all-rounder player these days.
Really miss from OYG there. Give an early advantage to United States, but it's so early on, and we're definitely going to see some more misses here, I think. OYG and Lexi trading there.
Yeah, bit of a trade's not going to matter too much, as the one miss difference is very minor. Yeah, the Creeper's miss is going to be a bit different, though.
YMD and Jisun trade, though, and Sekri trades right after that. So it's going to be actually pretty close here.
Yeah, everyone missing there, so no one will join Roido yet, but this is a very hard map to try and FC, so...
I believe it's like CS 6.7 or something like that. Lexi finds a drop there on that pattern. No drops from South Korea there.
Yeah, it's just a matter of holding on now. Lexi's gonna miss again. So is the Creep, a big advantage for South Korea right now.
As YMD and Jisun both have over 200 combo, and OYG also close to it. Actually drops there, so not going to reach that 200 combo mark.
Yeah, Jisun, YMD holding on well is just going to guarantee that advantage for a bit longer. Sakurai the only proper combo on US side. And because this map is short, they really need something to happen now, and they need to hold on. Otherwise, this is going to become a breakpoint very quickly. OYG missing.
Not sure if that's enough to flip things over. Actually, it might, because Lexi and the Creeper now have both gotten up to 200 combo, and Jisun finds a miss there. That's definitely going to flip things over to the USA. These sliders here, these tricky gimmicky sliders at the end now.
It's almost over, they just have to hold on. It's so close and Jisun's gonna miss again. Sakurai's gonna miss too.
It's gotta be really close here at the end.
Not gonna be enough though.
Yeah, unless USA finds a lot of misses here at the end. I mean, there's only about a 30,000 point difference on these sliders. If they're able to hold, then USA is gonna take this point. YMD misses, OIG misses, DC misses.
Whole team misses.
Oh my goodness.
And that is 80k points. So yeah, that score jumped up very quick when we saw the team miss. USA probably breathing quite the sigh of relief when they look at that one. Very good plays out of the Creeper and Sekre. Lexi's still doing quite well, getting quite the high score still. Just a little bit unstable in the middle, but I mean it is quite a tricky map, so it's to be expected.
Honestly, a double 2 miss on this from the Creeper and Sekre. That's really, really impressive. Sekre and the Creeper performing right here for the United States, for their country, and getting themselves that solid, crucial point, avoiding the break point early on, making it 1-1.
And yeah, I was gonna say, funny thing, both of these points, even though the team that picked the map won, the player on the opposite team was the one who got MVP.
Oh, that's true, yeah, for Hidden 3 it was the Creeper, and now on Hard Rock 2, where USA won, it was YMD, the highest score. But now it is South Korea's pick. It'll be interesting to see what they pick here. I think South Korea could do really well in the mixed mods.
It's looking like Hidden 2 to me, I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, Hidden 2 would make a lot of sense if you're South Korea here.
Yeah, it could be mixed one too as well. But if I were to register a guess, I'd say probably hidden 2.
Looks like there's some planning going on in chat, except in Korean.
One day I'll learn how to read it.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, unfortunately, I can't read that, but Nomad 2 is actually going to be the pick. Not Hidden 2, not Mixed Mod 2, but Nomad 2.
We got the 2-part right.
Indeed.
Subversion of expectations.
You think they did that on purpose? But Nomad 2 is the pick here, though. 7 stars, a Reaper map. This is a very, very intense speed map. With a lot of wiggly patterns. And honestly, like it's harder than a 7-star if you ask me. It has some 8-star, 9-star patterns even in it. I struggled on this and on the top 50 players, so like this is probably one of the hardest maps in the pool if you just consider like skill ceiling.
Oh, definitely. I did have a look at one of the plays from earlier because I was watching both streams simultaneously yesterday. So I think this was the one map I missed, and yeah, seeing some of the miscounts, I was like, damn, this one is quite hard. And yeah, foreshadowing in the chat to a YMD power up.
Oh yeah.
Best moment.
Yeah, this map goes heavy on the wiggles here, by the way. So get ready to witness that, viewers. This map's insane. It looks like Trent's going to be stepping in here for the United States, though, making his first appearance in this match.
Yeah, I'd say that's quite expected. And being a fast-paced map, it does also make sense to keep the Creeper in. I mean, I'd say they've got quite a variable roster on this sort of map. I know Sakurai and Rosseld can also play this sort of maps, and Colin would be as well. You know, quite a fast-paced player, but the Creeper definitely a good choice. Oh, early miss, but that doesn't matter.
Especially as Draystar traded it right away, so yeah, it's definitely going to nullify that, and in fact give an early advantage to the USA. Yeah, I imagine that we're going to be seeing misses here, though, no matter what.
Not everyone FCs from here.
Imagine. That would be crazy.
I was going to say we might see an FC. I mean, we are only 2 picks in. There's still plenty of times for the number of players who've FC'd a map in this finals weekend to go up.
Indeed. I mean, when we have these 2 teams playing, FC is even more likely. YMD finds the miss there. Lexi and Trent holding onto their full combo still. The SS's. And OYG, the only full combo in South Korea now. They're starting to creep those early misses. That is already an advantage to the US here early on. Still, this first 800-900 combo is the easier part, I'd say. Able to hold combo here, then it means a lot. Trent finds a drop there, though. And another one.
Yeah, I was going to say. Oh, Draystar going to miss 2. Hold on a minute. OYG loses full combo. It's Lexi and the Creeper right now. Lexi, the only FC left in the lobby, and the Creeper, very high combo. So they are going to do quite a lot of work here. Draystar missing. Lexi going to lose FC, though. It is the Creeper versus YMD right now.
And the Creeper misses there, so that's going to flip things over to South Korea now. As Lexi missed, there are no full combos anymore. Trent keeps on missing, actually, here. This is not looking too good for Trent. OG trades, but right now there is quite a big advantage to South Korea here, and only about a quarter left of the map. Oh, another miss from OG, though.
It's not out of the realm where they can take it back yet. It is closing very quick, though, so they might need a bit more out of South Korea to try and take this break point, but they're going to miss it. And this is South Korea point.
This is a point for South Korea.
Their points safely so far. And one miss on this map, very impressive. Now, I was going to say, looking at the actual star ratings, that's not what I would have guessed, seeing the gameplay first and then seeing the star rating. So it's quite interesting to see like how much like difficulty mapping within a star range has actually changed.
Oh yeah, indeed. Has to be said, though, YMD with that one miss, that is insane. That is very impressive from YMD. Like, Lexi 958k as well, the Creeper 949k. This map is really, really tricky to do, especially in a tournament setting, so all those plays are absolutely insane. And a one miss is, wow, that is insane.
Yeah, the adrenaline coming in strong right now.
The eye drops. The eye drops, the power up. YMD power up. So far, like you said, no breakpoints yet. Every team has won their own pick. It's going back and forth. So far, the United States now. It is their turn to pick.
And the tournament 7 stars are a lot harder than your basic 7 stars, I would say, most definitely.
Oh yeah, 100%. And just that map in particular, Nomad 2. It's just the speed, the wiggles, the snapping, the density. I mean, you have to be really, really fast and have a lot of technical ability to be able to even play it.
And I would say quite an expected pick out of USA. Nomad 4, the convert pick. USA, a team who quite enjoyed converts in the past, and I suppose I do remember Sekre saying something about they would definitely rather have more converts, as it is something that they do like to pick in these maps, in these matches.
Oh yeah, with players like Rossold and Lexi.
Oh, definitely.
Indeed. Looks like Rels is coming in for South Korea now. I think that's his first appearance in this match so far. On USA, Lexi's staying in. It seems like Sekre and Rossold coming back in. Actually, Rossold's first appearance as well this match, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah. I think this means that we've seen the full rotation of the roster then.
For USA, yes, I believe so, actually. Unless I'm forgetting someone, because we saw Colin on Hidden 3 as well, yeah.
Yeah, Colin on Hidden 3, and Decreeper we've seen, and Trent last map as well.
Now, Nomad 4, the convert pick here. Let's see if this one goes in USA's favor. Rossold with an early miss, but it's so early on, it's not going to matter, I imagine. Especially as OYG trades that right after, so that'll give the advantage back to USA, actually.
Yeah, wait. One early miss, sorry.
I mean, I feel like this map right here, it's a map that's hard to FC, but it's quite easy to get like an over 900k score on. So I think we're going to be seeing some high scores. But I'll be impressed if there's any full combos on this. This is obviously a convert, so you're going to have those convert patterns that are going to be throwing you off.
Yeah, wait to see the pixels.
Indeed. YMD, obviously a notorious fan of pixels, definitely.
Yeah, I was going to say, I always wonder if... Oh, full team miss in OIG! That is not good for USA, as that's going to make a massive advantage. Slightly less massive as Rels also misses. YMD going to... Oh, team miss all around, and now Sekre has the advantage. Very back and forth right now.
Yeah, very back and forth. Now it's just Sekre for the USA, holding them in the lead just slightly. Team miss after team miss. Now, as things are, USA stays in the lead, albeit so slight. Double miss from both teams there, actually. OYG and Lexi now equal combo. That's going to reset things. Just going to keep things as it is.
Yeah, the equilibrium remains, and this is going to be so terrifying if you're on either one of these teams watching the stream right now, seeing this. YMD going to miss, and advantage goes back to USA, and they're going to hold it for a minute. Yeah,
they'll be able to hold it on for longer. Lexi and OYG trade there, so that's going to keep things as they are, I believe.
I do wonder if players sometimes have tournament skins that they use to sort of help them a bit when it comes to sight, because I know there are some skins that players use in their basic gameplay that makes the game so much harder.
Oh, you mean like if, like for example, YMD's default skin, the small circles?
Oh yeah, YMD's one is incredibly difficult to play with, speaking from experience.
I don't know how he does it. He's a maniac.
Very impressive, yeah.
But here at the break, quarter left, USA still leading. Only about 40,000 points though.
Yeah, good combos all around now, so it might just be a matter of who misses next, because South Korea is really not that far behind, but it is closing up quite quick, so if everyone holds now, this would be a safe USA pick. Rel's gonna miss. Sakurai gonna trade.
Great. Yeah, that's gonna keep things as it is. So little left of the map, though. I don't think there's enough.
YG.
YG and Sakurai trading there, but now YMD is the only big combo. That's double miss. Russell Theon USA. That could flip things over here at the end. If South Korea is able to hold, oh my God, it's gonna flip things over right at the end. There's so little time left.
Again.
Oh no! It's gonna be South Korea at the very end.
YMD held it at the end, and that was the big difference maker right there. That last 600 combo out of YMD.
Oh my goodness, if you're USA here, oh wow. For the players that were playing that map, don't watch the VOD for your own mental health. My God, that is such an unfortunate turn of events right at the very end. That team miss and YMD holding, getting that point at the end, making it 3-1, the first break point of the match. South Korea, the first one to take momentum. And how does their pick?
And that was insanely close. Each map in this match so far has actually been pretty close, so quite an evenly matched team. And we will see how that sort of affects things. But USA, top tip right now is just try and remain headstrong, definitely.
Oh yeah, for
As
sure.
we all know that it is also a mental game.
My God, that got me lightheaded, I won't lie.
I forgot that I've slept for like 6 hours today. This is the most awake I've been all day.
What an intense moment there right at the end. However,
And
South Korea's pick now. Yeah, going straight to hidden
What
2
we
now.
were expecting last time.
The low air hidden map of this pool, map by AFB Auto Fanboy. Only air 7.8. So it's lower than 8 even. Like, this is low, low, low. You have to just, if you want to be able to play this, you have to have mastered the lower air skill set, honestly. Lower hidden.
So yeah, we will see Lexi, Trent, and Sakurai. And then OYG, Draystar, and YMD. So we do have your... I think this has been the lineup they've used pretty much all tournament for hidden, so... They do have their hidden lineup. And... let's see... I almost wonder if... they would have like Russell or someone in for this one.
Interesting to see Sakurai filling in here, yeah.
Sakurai has been really good on hidden, but I was gonna say, the feeling he's not the biggest fan of 7.8.
Yeah, I don't know about that for Sakurai, but perhaps he's been practicing for that fill duty, and maybe he'll be able to do his job well enough. Let's see. Football, American football. This is not the proper football as a European, I have to say. However, this is American football. In any case, getting things started now. Hidden 2. Lexi, Trent, and Sakurai finding an early miss as I say his name, versus OYG, Dracer, and YMD.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of these early misses. This does seem like quite the Draystar sort of map, and he's going to miss just as I was saying that, so... Early misses doesn't matter too much. We've seen this exact scenario play out quite a bit. Sakurai gonna miss again.
With Lexi as well.
Yeah, advantage going to go to South Korea quite a bit now, and it's not too surprising considering this is these sort of maps are something South Korea's been historically good at. So
it's a drop there though as well.
Bracket, yeah, not a good thing for USA, seeing as there's still 2 SSs on the board for South Korea right now. One SS is OYG and Draystar both dropped together. And US starting to build a little bit of combo back. OYG gonna drop a little bit. Sakurai missing. Lexi holding on. Trent getting a bit of combo. Team miss.
And from USA indeed there, yeah.
Quite a lot of misses coming in here. I think it's just gonna be a matter of building big combos, which South Korea are doing quite well, and they have quite the margin as we hit the halfway point. Draystar gonna miss though.
Tracer had a pretty big combo there, so that's actually could be pretty costly for South Korea here, as USA now has 3 decent building combos. Only 1 now, as Sekre and Trent miss, but Lexi up to 200 now. YMD trailing behind on South Korea. OG and Draystar building up, but no, they also miss, and YMD also misses, and Lexi as well. So Sekre with 90 combo, the biggest combo. Not anymore. He misses as well.
And now we're playing the little combo game. It's who's gonna hold the little combos for longer. And yeah, that lead sort of just stagnating a little bit, but it remaining in the same place is really not going to help USA, as they do need a break point right now.
Indeed. Draystar and OYG with those big combos. YMD misses, but there's so little left of the map. There's gonna have to be more misses from South Korea if USA wants to have a chance, and Trent missing there is not gonna help them.
Yeah, I think it's too late at this point. I think South Korea does have this 4th point, but if you're USA, I wouldn't be too worried, as this is just, you know, one of those picks, you know.
Indeed, South Korea missing there before the end, and that's South Korea securing their 4th point here, avoiding breakpoint for breakpoint, and able to capitalize on their own pick. USA now 3 points behind. They're gonna have to regain some composure and think a little bit about what they should pick, and just stay focused. Keep that mental up. It's not over yet.
Yeah, it is still, you know, there's still tons of time to go.
All hidden maps are now out of the question, as Hidden 1 was banned, and Hidden 2 and Hidden 3 have been picked, so no more Hidden for South Korea to go to. DT1. That does make sense, actually. I mean, considering DT3 was banned from South Korea, DT1 not as high AR, only being AR 9 DT, but still, that's 10.3. That's high AR for DT. And USA has probably one of the better high AR DT rosters in their tournament, if not the best.
Almost definitely, and we will see them all come in right now. Colin the Creeper and Sekre versus Rels, OYG, and Yes My Darkness. So strong DT players all across the board. So I'm guessing this is just one Jisun wasn't really feeling, because I know we have seen a lot of Jisun double time throughout the tournament, but when you've got a rotating roster, you can sort of just, you know, duck in and out on certain maps that you're not feeling, you know, if your other players are feeling it.
Indeed. Interesting to see YMD here, though, on an AR9 DT map. Perhaps YMD has spent some time practicing this and is ready to perform. But I don't think high AR DT is necessarily YMD's comfort spot, if you will. We'll have to see, though.
Yeah, it looks like the Creeper's run into a tech issue. So it looks like his audio driver died.
Seems like it, indeed, yeah. It's My Darkness showing great sportsmanship in chat, saying you can have your time, let him fix. Love to see that.
And Rel's also going to do likewise, also going to restart. Whether it's client or PC, we'll have to see. But
Creeper and Rels now restarting their games, getting back into the tournament server so that we can get DT1 started. It's very understandable, though, when facing tech issues in a game like this, such an important game. And
oh yeah,
there'll be some time allotted to get things sorted out. Otherwise, it would be kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, and we've seen, you know, how detrimental it can be when a player suffers some sort of issue during the match. As I believe last week, I think it was Armor DC'd from one of the maps against South Korea.
This is one of the most unfortunate things that can happen to you in a tournament match, honestly. It's so devastating. I mean, not just for your team, but also, like, as the individual that disconnects, you feel like the world is ending, honestly, in that moment.
Yeah, just an entire Mount Everest of anxiety. Will it happen again? Will my internet and my router just please get me through this match? And we will be getting started, and yeah, as is the case with a lot of tech issues, sometimes it'll just happen and then it'll never happen again.
That is true. Technology really is inconsistent like that sometimes. But here we see the lineup: Secretary Creeper and Colin for the United States. Yes, My Darkness, Rels, and OYG for South Korea. I'd say this map is one of the easier maps in the pool, as long as you're able to read Air 9DT. I feel like the patterns are way simpler than some of the other maps in this pool. And
Yeah,
it's really just Air 9DT consistency. Go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, only thing is, yeah, it is sort of your basic patterns right now, except your jumps are just slightly wider than usual. But that's about it, really. There's nothing too overtly tricky. Because of that, you know, we haven't actually seen either team miss within the first 100 to 200 combo. So it's going to be closer. Decreeper, OYG missing together right now. So things staying even, but Rels is gonna miss.
It's gonna drop the stalemate. It's gonna bring things over to USA here, albeit only slightly. Rels with another miss there. That does not help South Korea's case at all. USA's lead will only keep growing, but not that much, as YMD still holds that full combo. Colin and Secre going strong for USA right now, though, with their respective full combos.
And YMD gonna miss. This is looking very good for USA right now, as that lead is going to massively extend, and they need to keep this up. They need to keep it going, especially right now. If they put in that work early, get maybe 200k up before like the last quarter, there's no way that they would lose this pick.
Absolutely. Decreeper found a miss there, and so did Secre, actually. So Colin, the only full combo in the lobby remaining now. Colin pulling up there. Oh, but missed this as I said that. YMD trades and OG.
Now it's just Rels, and because there's just that one combo on Korea's side, it's going to start thinning out a little bit. YMD gonna miss though. That might equal it out a little bit. And we are gonna see that lead grow a little bit. And yeah, sometimes you might be FCing and having the game of your life, and then you just notice that big number and you just miss. And OYG gonna miss a second ago. Decreeper missing 2.
Secre's gonna find a miss there, but it's gonna be traded by YMD, so things are still slightly in USA's favor. I think it's edging towards South Korea now, but Rels missing there. That's going to keep things on USA's side. Colin, look at Colin's score right now. MVPing in the lobby right now.
Oh, most definitely. USA just having those pillar players holding combos for longer and holding bigger combos, and that is making a huge difference right now. 100k advantage, and they will take this point pretty soundly, I think. Decreeper going to miss there, but
I think it's too late.
Yeah, 2-2 combos, and they need a lot more than that to lose it now, especially with Rel missing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Colin's score right now, though, is honestly really impressive. Colin hasn't appeared that much this Catchful Cup, but when he appears, when he pulls up, you know, he's one of those secret weapons. One of those secret weapons for the USA, as you can see by that score right there on DT1. Only a 1 miss.
Yeah, 977k.
My god. And that is USA's point by more than 100,000. I think, besides maybe Hidden 2, that is the biggest score difference we've seen in this match so far. So, very well played from the US here. Able to capitalize on their own pick.
Everything else being quite close comparatively to, Hidden 2 and DT1. Being definitely where both teams feel more comfortable right now, as Hard Rock, Mixed Mod, and No Mod are always going to be very close. And is that going to be a No Mod 3 that they're looking at, or is that going to be a Mixed Mod 3,
or even a Hard Rock 3?
Perhaps even a Hard Rock 3.
I can't read Korean, I have to admit.
I'd say maybe No Mod 3.
About to find out, I guess. Or not. Depends on how long they take here, but I guess out of all of these maps, I think like Nomad 3 would perhaps be a good pick for South Korea. Or I mean, I feel like Mixed Mod has it is good news for South Korea as well. Yeah, Mixed Mod 3.
Yeah, there's definitely potential there. But I do also think they'll be quite close at the same time. I think the biggest difference maker might actually be the hidden player for Mixed Mod out of these two teams.
That is true. Interesting. Interesting to see if we're going to see maybe Lexi for USA, or perhaps even Rossel or Trent. I think they're both capable of playing hidden pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm guessing we'll probably see Yes My Darkness take the hidden. Or perhaps a Hard Rock if we see Draystar come in. OYG will probably go for that no mod slot.
With these two teams right here, they have such massive depth in their rosters. Honestly, I feel like they can. They have so many options for each mod. You know what I mean? Like, there's not just one player that can play one mod in a mixed mod. They have options realistically. That is such a good quality to have as a World Cup team. That is one of the reasons why these two teams here are in the winners bracket finals. The last two remaining in the winners bracket. Squad depth.
Definitely. And are we going to see the all-important power-up words again?
IMD getting his eye drops in. Plus 5 vision onto his stats.
Yes, most definitely. And we are getting into it.
Mixed Mod 3 here. YMD on Hard Rock, Draystar on Hidden, and OYG on Nomad. Alexi on Hidden for USA, Rossel on Nomad, and the Creeper on Hard Rock.
So we will see if my theory about the hidden player being the big difference maker is going to be right, or if I'll be wrong. YMD and the Creeper facing off. YMD going to miss first on Hard Rock. I mean, it could also be a Hard Rock map, but at the same time, I envision both Hard Rock players actually missing a fair few times in this pick.
Oh yeah, this map is really tricky with Hard Rock being CS 6.5. Draystar's going to find a miss there on Hidden though. Triple FC from the US still.
Yeah, looking quite good in the early going. Draystar going to miss again. And yeah, 2 FCs to 1 right now with that miss from the Creeper traded by Draystar. And it's OYG versus Lexi and Rossel. Draystar missing again. Huge score advantage early on for USA. This might be that breakpoint they need to equalize the score. Take a bit of that pressure off their chest.
Indeed, that would really change that would turn the tides of the match, I'd say. They'll be able to regain some momentum for sure if they're able to get this break point here. And almost halfway through the map now, 2 FCs still on Team USA, Rossel and Lexi holding strong, SSing. And Draystar finds a miss there for South Korea on Hidden. That's only going to make the lead for USA bigger. OYG missing on Nomad now. No more full combos for South Korea.
So now we've just got the 1-to-none full combos. Lexi did trade that miss. Rossel also missing. YMD and the Creeper wiggling it. They're confident.
Wait, did he wiggle?
He wiggled it. And he's going to miss now, but look, he's probably feeling good after that.
Yeah, for sure. Rossel misses there, though, so actually things could flip over to South Korea now.
Yeah,
it's going to be really close.
3 combos to 1, and that gap is closing very fast. They need misses out of South Korea. Trades out of... Oh, that's huge miss out of the Creeper.
And Rossel as well. Oh my god, it's flipped over to South Korea now here at the end. There's still hope for USA. They're going to need more misses from South Korea, though. But Draystar and OIG still holding up. YMD misses.
There's one. But they're going to need more than one.
They're going to need more than one.
There's 2! 3! No! That's US 2-1 on South Korea. So Korea pulling it back. Draystar missing a bit. Double miss out of USA. Oh, misses all around. This is chaotic, but OIG holding it does keep it just out of reach. OIG being the only person who didn't miss that back end, and the one miss.
Wow, the one miss, that is actually insane.
So many one miss plays this weekend.
Oh
Oh,
man, I'm sweating here. This is this is wild. That is 5-2 to South Korea though. Again, they've won every single pick that they have picked, and that one breakpoint that they got from the US earlier on is still the difference, the momentum sort of decider so far. USA was really close there to getting that breakpoint, but just not enough. Only slightly.
yeah. And here's the thing now, this makes it a bit more difficult seeing as they didn't breakpoint that first mixed mod map that they played. Now they have to breakpoint both no mod and the other two mixed mod maps. Mixed mod 1 is probably the one I see them most likely to take a breakpoint on. They could also do mixed mod 2 as well, but might be a bit trickier trying to do those no mods though.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, looking at like all of the picks available now, I feel like every single map on the board could go either way.
Yeah, there's definitely maps where I think USA has the advantage on, but like look at how close that map was and look at how close everything else was aside from the two outlier maps in their preferred mod pools. Like it has been close all around, and Hard Rock 1 coming out of Sekre, no surprise. I don't think I've actually seen DT4 played yet this weekend, so I'm actually not 100% sure about that map, whether it is a fast or a slow map. I'm guessing it's probably on the slower side, seeing as your DT1 and 3 are your two faster maps, particularly DT3.
I believe it's at least lower than Air 9, and I think it's on the slower side for sure, if I remember correctly. However, Hard Rock 1, like you said, makes a lot of sense here. Also, just judging on how Hard Rock 2 went for the US, albeit pretty close, but USA in this match seemingly having the edge on Hard Rock. This is a really, really long map though, almost 4 minutes, and with those 1/16th, 1/8th hyper dashes, those never-ending sort of streamy tech patterns. I mean, it drains your stamina, honestly. Like this is this can make your fingers tired. This is that type of map.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I was gonna say 5-2 right now, and this is only one breakpoint. So you know, once they trade that breakpoint back, then like I think it looks worse than it is right now. It's like I said, it's only the one breakpoint. So
that is true. That is true. And I mean, if you just look at the scoreline, looks like South Korea has been dominating, but actually, like, there's been so many close points this whole match. Like, I feel like a lot of points could have gone either way. As things stand, South Korea has 5 points, and the United States has 2. This is USA. This is USA's pick now. Hard Rock 1, and they kind of have to win this one if they want to keep themselves in the match. They cannot afford to lose any more breakpoints.
yeah, it's not quite do or die yet, but it's not far off it.
So
Here
far,
we go, trying to pick up the pace a bit.
this map is honestly really challenging with Hard Rock. There's so many micro movements, so many wiggles, so many just 1/18th or 1/16th, 1/8th dashes. They're so fast and snappy. Actually, really challenging the whole combo. Relish is the first one to drop there for South Korea. That's going to give the lead to USA, and OIG drops as well. So it's 2 misses for South Korea, 0 for USA.
They can't be too comfortable yet, though. We saw this in the last point. The Creeper going to find a miss as well. And we did see this in the last point, and South Korea taking it back at the end. So, alright. Oh, Rel's going to miss pretty hard there. Traded with the Creeper, but Rel's definitely probably copying the worst of that exchange. So that is going to help USA a little bit more, but it's really not a large score gap. Rel's missing again will extend it a little bit. As, you know, sitting below 100 combo for an extended time period is not good, but Sakurai's miss is bad for USA right now.
That could be costly. That could be costly. Now it's just
200 combo, but...
Yeah, but still, a miss from Sakurai, the full combo there. And Lexi, the only full combo on USA's side, now drops YMD and OYG on South Korea right now. Actually, no, all three players from South Korea have over 200 combos. That's definitely going to be a big advantage for South Korea here. As things stand, YMD still with a full combo in him.
Yeah, it's just going to be a matter of that later on part, and yeah, we could even see a second FC for the weekend here if YMD keeps this up through the second half. USA really needs some sort of collapse out of South Korea right now, but you've got two of the best hard rock players in the world to play in this map. OYG gonna miss though.
She will be fighting a miss.
Six of the best hard rock players in the world, rather.
Yeah, honestly, you could say that. You could argue that. Now, the difference is so small. A tiny score difference dividing these two teams right now. Only about 20,000. Maybe even less.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, South Korea did have their harsh drops earlier. USA had theirs a bit later. And USA only having it a bit worse. And here's where things are going to get interesting. YMD dropping full combo, all-round trades, and it's just the Creeper and Rels who have the combo right now. And the quirky streams, the Creeper's going to miss. Rel's holding on, everyone else sort of missing except for Lexi right now. Rel's missing, Lexi's up.
Lexi, the only big combo now, over 200 in the lobby. Rel finds another miss, traded by the Creeper here. But Lexi on Team USA holding them in here. Sakurai and the Creeper have to keep holding if they want the lead to go back in their favor.
Yeah, they do.
Now.
More. They need that. That's gonna give them more.
Double missed one, yeah.
This is what they need. They need to hold it now.
The Creeper and Rel trading there. It's going to be so close. I think USA has a slight advantage here. Only slight. Sakurai misses now, so that's going to go back to South Korea. YMD also, that's a double miss. That's a double miss right there. USA's in the lead. Oh, the Creeper trading that. Just one.
Lexi's holding it. And this map is about to end. USA has a slight score advantage. Lexi gonna miss, but there's no big combo.
Oh, is there enough time? I don't think there is. I think USA's gonna take it. It's gonna be so close.
Got those combos.
My God! Oh my God! Yet another close one. 17,000 points, and USA at the end taking back the lead and able to convert their own pick to a point. My God, Lexi there at the end, holding strong for USA, securing that point, avoiding another big point.
Wasting no time, going mixed mod 1.
Oh my God, Lexi holding when it most mattered there. My God, that's what you call.
Interesting to see if we see timeouts come in.
It's gonna be true. We have seen no timeouts yet, actually. But what a match this has been so far.
Yeah, and with that, this is the closest match of the weekend.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, because Philippines was 7-3 with Poland, but the scorelines were not as close as this matchup.
Yeah, you are right indeed. Mixed mod 1 is the pick here, though. This map with Hard Rock, I'd say, is the hardest map in the pool. I think adding Hard Rock onto this makes this an absolute insane map to play. And yeah, just insane difficulty here. Obviously a Camellia song, so it's got these techie sort of patterns, these what's it called, a wub wub or whatever.
Oh yeah. And yeah, the Creeper taking over a lot of the hard rocks for the mixed mod pool over Sakurai, so might see, I don't know, almost a little bit of torch passing there.
It's true. If USA though is able to get a break point here, that would make this an insane match.
Now is the time to do it, and Lexi versus Draystar on 9.8 hidden. This will be quite interesting as well. But yeah, I was gonna say, Don't know what the big difference maker was on the last night. I think between these two teams, it seems to just be an all-rounder, all-round sort of game.
Yeah, there's no obvious weaknesses, I feel, on these rosters. It's really just like who gets less misses by a small margin. Honestly, like these two teams are so close, and we've seen that this match for sure. The Creeper and OYG now on the Hard Rock spots.
Oh, Sakurai with the early miss. This is 4 minutes 17 seconds, so missing in the first 200 combo. Unless everyone FCs it from here on out, it's not going to be consequential.
Indeed, not just yet. I imagine with the difficulty of this map, we're definitely going to be seeing more misses here, and this is just the start. You could say the easy part. Getting into some more intense rhythm now. Start drops there on hidden. Trades OYG. OYG dropping on Hard Rock, and again the Creeper is still comboing. Let's see as well.
Yeah, early advantage to USA right now, and we did see that in the last mixed mod picks. But you know, there's a lot of map. There's time for it to extend. There's time for it to close. We'll see if USA can avoid the fate of the last mixed mod pick with this early lead right now. And yeah, the Creeper looking really good on the Hard Rock. 2 FCs out of USA still to the 1 of South Korea. Sakurai gonna miss there, but OYG's early misses, they're still holding it a bit. Sakurai does need to get back up above 200 combo though.
OYG missing again. The Creeper, by the way, I have to say, 1,300 combo on a map like this with Hard Rock is absolutely insane. I shouldn't have said his name because you just missed. I'm so sorry to Creeper, because now I think things could actually flip over to South Korea. YMD still with a Nomad FC, but Lexi with the hidden SS as well.
Ignore the scoreboard. Ignore the scoreboard.
Yeah, literally, imagine looking at that break, being in the USA and South Korea there. That's gonna boost your nerves so hard. I don't think that could be good for your mental health.
And the Creeper first one to miss coming out of the break. It's not a big deal yet, but South Korea now going to take that advantage, and US really needs to hold on now. We are starting the second half, but you really don't want to be missing.
Oh my god, this is actually so intense. It's still so close halfway through the map here.
Yeah, Sakurai gonna miss.
Oh, just that one miss though. This map is so dense, it's so quick to build back to the 200 combo. OYG misses on Hard Rock there. Sakurai and Lexi, double miss from USA. Lexi drops the full combo. Now just YMD on South Korea with the full combo. They start dropping on hidden though.
It's not going to be enough yet. USA needs to see more misses out of South Korea, and they need to hold on. The time is running out. Last quarter's about to begin, and they need to hold on in this last quarter. Just pull out all the stops, and they might still have a chance to take this point. It's even 10,000 points in a 4-minute map.
This is absolutely insane here. Last quarter of the map now. Very missable patterns here.
Just hit the quirky streams.
It's a double miss. That's a double miss. That's definitely going to flip things over to the USA. The Creeper only trade.
1-2. 1-2. They're taking it right now. They just got to hold on. And they got to hold on.
Look at YMD still, though, with the full combo. Sakurai's going to drop. That's going to be so costly. But what trade? The Creeper's...
They're going to hold it.
Oh my god. My goodness, what is going on? I shouldn't have mentioned YMD's combo. I've been cursing way too much. The Creeper missing there, that's so costly. That's gonna keep things with South Korea here at the end. And it looks like South Korea is gonna take the point unless something massive happens here. Unless a team is a double miss. It's ending. The Creeper's gonna miss, so it's not gonna matter anyway. That's gonna be South Korea taking their own point here. Oh, but a double miss, but Alexi trades. Oh, man.
Yeah, if that was not a trade, that might have been USA capable of taking it back, because that was a massive miss out of the end from YOG, but unfortunately, just 22k points the difference.
This isn't even the Catch World Cup anymore, this is the Curse World Cup. I feel like I've managed to curse every single player on both rosters so far. This is absolutely insane. However, 6-3 There's the scoreline. South Korea able to take that one just so slightly, so close. And my god, what a match.
Yeah, that play out of YMD, the big difference maker is that's where the 22k points was. Yeah, Lexi also having such a good play towards the end there too. Only 1,000 points difference between Lexi and YMD.
Oh man, yeah, Lexi on hitting as well. What a great performance from them. But Korea overall with the better team score, just slightly. My god.
Number 3.
Number 3 is the pick from USA here. South Korea on match point now. No timeouts taken, actually. That's interesting. Just going straight into Nomad 3.
Sorry, if they take this win, I'd imagine they might even go for that timeout. Maybe they're playing stamina battles. Maybe they're just trying to do anything. We will see, though. We'll see how this match point goes. Dave Map on match point.
Oh my god.
And YMD going to take his first break of the match, I believe.
Well deserved, if you ask me.
And yeah, Jisun, Draystar, OYG. I think after that map, he's just going to need to take some fresh air or something. You know?
Indeed. He's been putting up an insane performance on all the maps so far. I mean, there's a reason why he's #1 global. And
yeah,
finally gets a chance to take a little bit of a break here. And Jisun, Draystar, and OYG instead.
probably a good thing that he's taken a break as well. Sometimes you see when players just are going and playing out of their minds for such a long time, or if they play insanely well on a really hard map, sometimes a map or two later they can just sort of start collapsing a little bit just because they need that moment or two out of it before they step back in.
Definitely.
Oh, Draystar really miss.
Yeah, like you said before, we've seen a lot of early misses actually in these maps, which is kind of interesting. You know, with the difficulty of the map, well, I guess it's understandable. Every part of a map is missable.
I'm actually almost a bit surprised that we didn't see USA go back to DT in their picks. Like, even though these picks, the other DT picks are a bit slower, I'd still say USA almost has the advantage on those other picks. This one's quite close to start with.
Indeed, getting to the meat of the map here, these Dave patterns. My god, I do not enjoy this map myself. And
yeah, and a lot of the plays we saw on this map earlier in the weekend, when you hit those triples that you just have to pause for, Russell gonna find a miss, but when you hit those triples, it's so easy to just walk off of one of them.
it really is. And that miss from Rossold now being the only difference. Halfway through the map, Draystar did find an early miss, but it was so early that it does not matter as much. Oh, this slow part. This could catch some people out here.
Yeah. Oh, South Korea with the advantage. And USA really wanting to hope that South Korea gets caught out at some point. Jisun!
Jisun dropping on the slow part. Yeah, I was going to say, if there were going to be no misses on the slow part, I would have been impressed. But Rossel trades. That's so unlucky. And another miss.
Another one.
Is that DJ Khaled? Because that's another one right there. Sorry. Draystar and Roswell trading yet again now. The Creeper and Lexi holding combos for USA. OG, the only combo in South Korea still, but those misses from Roswell costing USA so much. OG dropping the full combo here.
Draystar too. So's Lexi, but USA just needs to stabilize now. It's winding down and the scores are flickering.
USA here actually in the lead, and Draystar missing again. So does Jisun. Russell trades though, but Draystar misses. Alexi misses as well. What's going on? So many misses from both sides of the screen here. Russell trying to get another miss. It's actually really close, but the Creeper with the SS still. Russell misses again. Is it gonna go back to South Korea? Draystar misses there, but Alexi trades.
Oh the spinner!
Spinner, it's a spin to win! It's a spin to win! Is South Korea gonna take it?
South Korea taking it by 1,000 points!
They won
The Creeper with the SS just not enough! The 2 break points! And South Korea's gonna take this map 7-3 to win this match. Oh, that has got to be devastating. So close.
My
Oh,
goodness.
God.
The Creeper with the SS as well, but not enough for USA. Their 1,500 point difference. South Korea just, I mean, that end to this match really just, I feel like that's the perfect embodiment to describe how the match has been so far. All of the maps have been so close, but South Korea just edging it just slightly every single time, or not every single time, obviously. USA got 3 points, but South Korea on top in the end. Wow, what a match.
That last point, so insanely close. If only they held on for just one more note.
Oh my goodness.
That was a match. That was.
I feel honored to have been able to commentate that, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh man, but that does mean that South Korea is going to be advancing to the winners bracket grand finals, so that any team, it'll be USA or Italy in those bracket grand finals, and the winner of that would have to face South Korea again in the winners bracket grand finals, and that team would have to get a bracket reset against South Korea, meaning they'd have to beat South Korea twice to win. That's such an advantageous position for South Korea, and that win is huge for them.
Oh, no doubt. Puts them in prime position to maybe even take their 5th Catch World Cup victory in a row. And with that being such an insanely close match, you never know what we'll see next week. The difficulty going to go up again. And it'll be interesting to see how it goes next week, considering that with that last SS on that map from the Creeper, that made 2 players who FC'd a map, 2 FCs in that map pool overall over the weekend, excluding the show match, with Roido on Mixed Mod 2 and the Creeper on No Mod 3. So, I believe that will conclude this weekend's matches, but we will have map pool showcase later on. Indeed.
Full showcase for the grand finals will be later today, I believe. But what a match this has been. I think that's it for us, though.
Yes, that will be it for us.
I have to go calm myself down
this week. Oh, most definitely. In any case, yeah, good luck to all the teams still in it next week in their matches, and hopefully we see some more performances like this one. Until then, though, I have been Kujibo, joined by Ash Ketchum. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next stream.
Goodbye.